It's the Man Cave Club.
Jimmy got a new jacket.
I did, man. God, why are jackets my weakness, dude? I don't know. Something about it used to be boots.
Welcome to the club, brother. Welcome to the club.
Is this the Jackets Anonymous Club? Like,
Yeah. Hey, you only go around once. So.
It's the club you don't want to be in. Yeah.
Well, for me, this is interesting. We should talk about this. You know, when I was growing up, it was difficult to find really cool leather jackets. Like, obviously, it's before the internet.
Yeah.
And all that. And you had to basically go store to store searching and trying on jackets. And it was like this epic journey just to find a cool leather jacket, A, B, something that actually fit me.
Yeah.
So now with the market just exploding with leather jackets, I'm like a kid in a candy store, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, I mean, we live in such incredible times. It's like the golden era of really, really nice leather jackets.
Yeah.
And yeah, I have a collector's bug when it comes to leather jackets.
Definitely. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's cool, man. I think it's cool that we each have like our, you know, in the greater scheme of the hobby, we all kind of like all this stuff.
Yeah.
But I think it's cool that we each also seem to have like our focus, like our one thing, you know. And for you, maybe that's leather jackets is like the top thing.
Well, I think it's also, you know, you're an artist, I'm an artist, we're both creative people. To have that artistic eye, that aesthetic eye, and when we see something beautiful, that's manufactured well and that's just aesthetically pleasing to the eye, we're just instantly drawn to it.
Yeah, it's tough, man, and like I definitely like labor over decisions of like buying these things. I have to really think about these decisions financially, right?
Sure, absolutely.
And so I have to discern, like, is it just lust or you know, can I be okay with just not owning this thing but appreciating it versus like, will that serve a function? And so I make sure, like, every time I buy something, when I'm just in like the pure lust phase, like it's not necessarily like always going to be something I want to keep, you know?
Oh yeah, that's an interesting take.
So I'll leave it. When my method, and we're not even talking about these jackets yet, but my method is like I leave it open in my browser on my phone.
Yeah.
I'll leave it up for a while.
Yeah.
And I'll look at it and I'll come back to it, right?
That's so funny because I do the exact
same thing. Yeah, that's good. I think that's a good practice of like self-control, right?
Right.
And so all that to say, like, yeah, when I saw this jacket, like something about the aesthetic and it checked all these things that I was like, oh man, like that caught my eye. Because before that, like for all intents and purposes, my jacket collection was complete. I didn't need anything else. I was good. I have a nice leather jacket that was actually custom made to fit me. And I didn't really need anything else. I have as many chore jackets as I thought I needed or wanted.
Right.
You know? And then something about this, though, like struck a chord.
Right.
And I looked at it, and as we'll get to later in the video, the price is definitely right on this piece for what you're getting. And so I think it's all, you know, I like this conversation, Paul. It's cool to dig a little deeper into.
Right.
You know, neither of us have a psychology degree, but we both experience the psychological effects of life, right? And it's okay to, you know, talk about this stuff, and it's cool. It's a good conversation.
Well, also one of the things that I use to justify buying leather jackets is, you know, they really do hold their resale.
Yeah.
You know, like that jacket, you could easily like put that on eBay and get most of your money back or some of your money back.
Totally.
You know, so they do hold value. But I have to say, that was a really good choice for you. This particular jacket, this is a Master Supply chore jacket.
Yep.
Rough out leather chore jacket. Because I was looking at it earlier when you first put it on, and the fit on this jacket is impeccable.
Yeah.
It fits you like it was a custom-made jacket.
Yep.
I mean, in the shoulders and the length, in the back, and it's
Yeah.
difficult to achieve. We're relatively thin guys, and lots of times I'll try a jacket on and it'll just look like the jacket's wearing me.
Yeah.
It just doesn't fit right.
Sure.
You know, it's the way the cut is. But
Yeah.
that jacket is they nailed it.
I agree. It fits nice. Like the pattern feels good. It doesn't feel weird in any tight spots. It's a like US large, which is kind of my usual standard size for most jackets.
Yeah.
How I prefer the fit. And I just similar process. Went off the measurements, measured. By now I have in the notes like on my phone the range of like my ideal fit, and so it's easy to compare.
Yeah, you know what you're doing.
Can pretty much do that, and the measurements were spot on. I feel lucky that I am like just pretty kind of average, like standard size. Like I don't have short arms, I don't have long arms, so like things tend to like kind of fit me.
Right.
Normally, and yeah, man, it's like it's nice. It is retails for $415. As far as I know, it doesn't really go on sale. I don't imagine there'd be much more margin if it ever really did
I've
go
seen them
on
on
sale.
sale.
If it does, yeah, not often, and likely or probably for that much.
Right.
Anyways, at the value of $415, it's already a steal. For what you're getting, like we were looking at the inside, the details.
Right. I mean, the details on that jacket are really nice. The rivets have a little star stamped on the rivets, the reinforcement rivets, the pockets. And it's interesting. This is the Y'2 leather chore jacket.
From Japan.
From Japan. Yeah. And I bought this from the shop Vancouver maybe about, I want to say 2 years ago, year and a half ago, to 2023. I think we talk about this in our chore jacket episode.
Yeah, we covered it.
Yeah,
I think at the end.
But I thought it would be nice to do a compare and contrast with these two jackets.
Totally. Yeah, that jacket's
different
about
price points.
2.5 times the price of this jacket.
Correct.
I think we were looking at.
This is about $1,000.
Yeah.
For this jacket. But there are some pros and cons with both of these jackets because we were dissecting them and looking on the inside.
Yeah, so that's kind of the age-old question: is that jacket 2.5 times nicer than this jacket? Right. And
interesting.
That's a lot of that comes down to how much you care about brand, how much you care about country of origin. Right. This jacket is made in Pakistan. This jacket actually shipped directly from Pakistan.
Right.
I got like a DHL email. It took a little bit, a kind of surprising amount. It was maybe about close to 2 weeks before it actually shipped.
That's interesting. A Canadian company.
Yeah.
Manufactured in Pakistan. It came not from their warehouse in Canada, but directly from Pakistan.
From the warehouse in Pakistan, which I guess cuts on cost.
Absolutely.
I appreciate the not paying all the freight to, and the environmental impact. You ship pallets of these jackets to Canada to then just ship them back to all over the world, right? They're just kind of saving, and that probably helps cut down the cost, right? The cost of labor in Pakistan versus Japan.
They're drop shipped directly from the manufacturer.
Yeah. I mean, cuts down the cost there, and they don't give you notes on the leather other than cowhide, vegetable tan cowhide, but I think it's safe to assume it's likely like just a lower tier in quality than a handmade Japanese leather jacket,
Right.
And
although the stitching is very refined on that jacket. We're looking at the inside, the detail inside.
Every single seam is covered by this bandana, like kind of satiny bandana material. There's not a single exposed seam on the inside.
Right.
Versus that jacket, a lot of them are exposed, especially in the armhole. And
all the seams are exposed, and it's there's no liner per se. I mean, you don't really need a liner because the smooth side's inside.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So your arms slip through easily.
Yep.
But
so one thing to note though is like hypothetically, I suppose that could be used for I'm definitely not accusing Master Supply, but if someone were to nefariously try to hide chrome tanned leather, if you covered up that cross section and never saw that little blue line of the chrome tanning core of the leather, you wouldn't know. It'd be hard to tell. There are areas where you can actually see the edge of the leather, like right here at the bottom of the cuff, and you can tell. You don't see the blue line, but just to know, just because that seam's covered up, so one might think. Maybe I don't trust people. One might think, oh, it's a nice touch, but it could be a more nefarious reason behind that. But not in this case, though.
Or maybe a place to hide your drugs.
There you go.
Across international borders.
You know me. International mule.
Right.
So yeah, man, that's a nice jacket, though. 2.5 times. I don't know. What's your take? Having owning this and just a few minutes with this.
It's interesting because I remember when I bought this jacket, several months later, Master Supply released their version of the rough out chore jacket. And
in black.
In black, yeah, because they make this jacket in black also.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh man, that's a really nice jacket for less than half the price.
It stings a little bit.
Right, yeah. But obviously they're different jackets. This jacket has the 2 top lapel pockets and
different pocket pattern.
Yeah, the vertical lower pockets. Yours has more they're like hand warmer pockets. They're angled hand warmer pockets.
Yep.
Yeah.
With the rivet reinforcement, which I like. They're different, but I guess for the most part serve the same purpose.
Right.
It's just,
They're different but similar. They're in the same ilk set style, right?
Absolutely. And man. But just 2 different options for the discerning buyer. Does this come in like a wheat color like this?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah,
it comes in a brown, and it also comes in a regular
smooth
out leather. Version. Yeah, Y'2, this past season, they released some really nice jackets. You guys should check it out if you get a chance. I just love their stuff. They make a really beautiful rough out trucker jacket.
Cool.
They make beautiful Western style leather shirts.
Certainly nice stuff. Yeah, I've once I get my self-control under check a little bit, I'll allow myself to visit those websites. Until then, man, I gotta stay off.
Yeah, I think I'm done. I'm done for this season.
Yeah.
Next year's it's a whole new frontier next year.
It starts fresh. Nothing counts.
Hopefully, yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed this video where we're contrasting these 2 beautiful jackets. Jimmy, thanks for bringing your beautiful Master Supply jacket down here.
Absolutely, Paul. It's my pleasure, man. Thank you so much.
And thanks for joining us in the Man Cave Club.
Jimmy and Paul, talking about it all.
Until next time, see you guys.
Thank you for joining us in the Man Cave Club. Don't forget to like and subscribe.